Welcome to another edition of Cinesundry. I'm your host, Markus Seaberry, and today we've got a hostage film of a different variety as we review Breaking. Okay, now before we get into our review of Breaking, I want to remind you about our rating system. There they are. And the top rating, that is auteur. That is for normally those tip-top, superb, amazing films. Normally some of the best projects you've seen all year. And that middle rating, appropriately enough, is middling. That is for those films that showed potential or promise, but didn't quite deliver on that potential or promise, and they wound up being just okay. And their bottom rating is heck. That is for those terrible, dismal, abysmal, god-awful projects that probably shouldn't have been made in the first place. And now that you know our ratings, let's get into the rundown. Okay, Breaking is the true story of Brian Brown Easley. He is a military veteran. He is down on his luck. He feels like he's been getting the runaround from the VA, that is the Veterans Administration. So he decides to hold a bank hostage. And let's talk about script and acting. The script is interesting, it's good. I think it definitely highlights something that needs to be seen. A lot of veterans get to run around in this country. That's an indisputable fact. But it just felt rushed to me. I don't know, it just felt like it needed a little more pacing or development. Now, the cast, on the other hand, did a great job. First off, we have John Boyega. Now, you know him from Attack the Block or from the last Star Wars trilogy. He is Brian Brown Easley. Again, disillusioned military vet. Feel like the world's kind of screwing him over and kind of pushing him to the side. A very interesting, compelling performance. Just another in a long list of very solid performances for John Boyega. And he does a great job in this. Also, I kind of see traces of a little bit of Denzel Washington and John Q, but it worked. And next up we have Nicole Kidman. Now, you may know her from the Sleepy Hollow TV series or from different films like Miss Juneteenth and others. She is Estelle Valerie. She is the bank manager. And her character is interesting because it's like she's always thinking, always focused. You can tell that she's afraid, but she's always thinking, how can I get me and my employees out of here? It's a very interesting performance. Again, another in a long line from her. She is a great actor doing great work a lot of times in things that are overlooked by the masses. And next up we have Salinas Leaver, and she plays Rosa Diaz. She is a bank teller, and her character is a contrast to Nicole Kidman's character. Where Nicole Kidman's character is all focused, her character is scared out of her mind. She is frightened, and she is just trying to do everything John Boyega's character tells her so she can survive this incident. A very realistic performance. I think she does a good job. And next we have Michael K. Williams. This one is a little bittersweet because he's recently passed, but many people know him as Omar from HBO's The Wire. He was also on HBO's Boardwalk Empire. He has had small recurring roles on shows like Community. He was also a part of the HBO series Lovecraft Country. Just a very, very solid actor. And he plays Eli Bernard, who's the negotiator for Mr. Brown Easley. He's a military vet turned police officer. And you see that his character really sympathizes with Brian Brown easily, and it seems to be legitimately trying to help him. It's a great performance. It sadly might be his last performance, but kudos to Mr. Williams. And finally, we have London Covington, who plays Kaya Easley. This is Brian Brown Easley's daughter. I wanted to spotlight her because this young lady was dealt with some heavy subject matter, and she handled it like a champ. You mainly see her on the phone interacting with John Boyega's character, and I just think she does a great job. I see a lot of potential in this young lady. You should keep your eyes open for her. I think she might make some noise in the future. And let's talk about director's technique. Okay, the director of this film is Abby Damaris Coben. If IMDb is correct, this is her second feature-length project. I noticed that a lot of it takes place in buildings, which I thought was interesting. I thought was kind of valid. That's how life occurs a lot of times in different structures. And the mundane settings kind of complemented the desperation of John Boyega's character. I just wish the script was a little bit better. But all right, let's talk about sentiment and rating. My sentiment as I left out the movie theater was a little bit of confusion. I didn't hate it. Didn't completely love it. And I was trying to figure out what bothered me. Because the acting is superb. Like, the acting is very solid, and there are some other top tier actors that I didn't mention that had smaller roles. It mainly came down to the story, the script. It just felt underdeveloped. It felt rushed. I needed a few more things fleshed out. Maybe some flashbacks to when Brian and the mother of his child were together and things were happier. Just something. It just didn't quite come together for me. And so for those reasons, I have to give Breaking a rating of middling. It's a decent film. It's just not a remarkable film. And I would strongly recommend you waiting till it comes on Redbox or on demand or on a streaming service. Nothing you have to rush out to see. Well, all right, that's going to do it for this edition of Cinesundry. And as always, we ask that you like the video, comment down below on the video, and subscribe to the On Location Memphis YouTube channel. And remember, guys, take some time and treat yourself to a movie. See you next time.